$14,000. $14,000 is what I made in my very first month of SMMA. The proof is right here, guys. I'm going to show you exactly what ad I used. I'm going to tell you exactly what I said on the sales call and exactly how I turned my very first client into a $30,000 a month business that I'm in right now. Now, I want to give you a disclaimer. I got fucking lucky. I got so fucking lucky. Here is a look at my life right here at the beginning of October. October 9th, October 10th. I was delivering pizza in this, hold on, I'll show you right now. I was delivering pizza in this shit ass car. I had this big goofy sign on this shit. I had to drive it around my hometown praying that I didn't see anyone I knew. I had a key that looked like a fucking clown key in a shitty ass 2008 Honda Accord. I had every light that could possibly be on in your car was on. And this is what I was doing every single day whilst I was trying to get my first client. And I literally remember the first day that I got my first client. It was actually off of this ad right here. So this was an ad that I made. I think I used it was like a photo of me from one of my shoots, and I used like Instagram captions or whatever. And it says, you can read it. It's pretty basic ad. And the craziest thing about this whole story is that this ad is actually terrible. And I only got one lead from it. And that one lead happened to be my first client that I still have to this day. That's paid me probably $40,000 or $50,000. So that when I say I got lucky, I mean, guys, if you copied what I did, bar for bar, word for word, I really don't think it would work. But I think the bigger picture of what I did and just the story of my work ethic and, kind of what I went through and how I stayed consistent and stuff like that kind of negates the luck factor. What Alex Hormozi always says? He says, hard work negates luck. And I think that's exactly what happened to me because I worked so hard that I got very, very lucky, but I was bound to get lucky at some point. But regardless, I'm going to show you exactly how that first client came about. So this ad was a DM ad. I had been running video ads for about a month before I ran this DM ad, and I probably got 10 leads, and 5 of them showed up for a call, and it led to absolutely nothing. So this was basically just me grasping at straws. And I remember when the DM came in, I was actually delivering pizza, driving down the street, and it was one of the worst days ever. And that's what makes this story so funny, is that specific day, it was 90 degrees. And you saw my car, every fucking light was on, it was broken. The AC did not work. Guys, I was sweating buckets. Literally driving down, my car was making fucking noises. My boss tells me I'm a lazy piece of shit. Just like every other boss I've ever had, they always think I'm a fucking lazy asshole because I don't care about their pizza business. Sorry, dude, I don't fucking care about your pizza business. And I just remember being so pissed at my life. And then this DM came in from this ad. And I literally looked at the DM and I clicked on it right away and I responded hey man, I tried to build some rapport. And I went back and forth with the guy a little bit, kind of asking him some questions what are you guys making right now? Why are you looking for video work? Why are you guys looking to get more clients? And then I sent him my booking link and I said, hey man, it looks like this could be a potential fit. Let's just book in a call and then we can dive deeper into how I might be able to help you. And flash forward, I end up getting on the call with the guy and I go through my whole presentation. At this point I had been through 10 that week. So I was basically just expecting it to be a failure. And I had kind of I would never give up. But I was definitely down in the dumps and feeling very negative towards the whole marketing agency thing. So on the call, I was trying my best, but at this point I didn't give a fuck. I was like, whatever. We get to the end of the call. I basically tell him the price. He says we can't do the price. And I was like, all right, well, that fucking sucks. But I'll do a 2-week period for you. How's a 2-week free trial? How about that? And he said yes. And it's crazy because I had offered my resume and I didn't have any testimonials. I didn't have a website. I didn't have anything. My background was so ass that no one up to that point had even wanted to do a free trial with me. And it was such a crazy place to be at. You know how it is when you might be in this position right now where you have no testimonials, you have no nothing, and people don't even want you to touch their business for free. And it's such a bad place to be in. And that's where I was at. And he ended up saying yes to the free trial. And at that moment, I knew it was a green light. I knew it was a go because I was so ready to get going, so eager to learn. And I was like, I just needed someone to let me touch their business. Let me get into your business. Let me get to work, right? I will try so fucking hard to make it work. I will pay anyone any amount of money to help me get this client a good result and to get just a testimonial out of it. That's all I cared about. I just needed a testimonial. And I didn't know anyone that owned a business in this niche. I didn't know anyone that owned a business that I could do it for. And I didn't even have the ability to articulate to people that I did know how I could help them. And so I ended up closing the client on a 2-week free trial. I did such a good job that he closed his very first lead. And right after he closed his first lead, he calls me and he's like, bro, I'm surprised that this worked. This is amazing. We got the first lead. We got the first sale. Send me over the contract. Let's get going. And I'm like, oh, fuck. This is it. And I quit my pizza job. Right after I signed this client, $3,500 a month, I quit my pizza job. Greatest feeling in the world. Oh my God. So yeah, I got pretty lucky there because this client had only been in business for 2 months. So he had no fucking idea what to look for. He knew he needed marketing. He just moved to the area. And I just happened to be an ad that he saw when he was in a time of need. 2 months. Any established business person would have looked at me and done a background research and been like, okay, this kid doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But I got very lucky. This guy had just started his business and I got him very good results off rip. So, how did I turn that $3,500 into $14K, you ask? So this client, actually the same day that he closed the first lead, he was having a party for the Chamber of Commerce of the area. And once I got to the party, he was literally introducing me to everyone like I was a celebrity. He's like, yo, you guys gotta see Luke. He just launched us these ads. He's introducing me to this guy. I'm shaking people's hands. And they're like, hey, the videos, they look so good. We're looking for that. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Let's set up a call. I can help you guys. I mean, I tell them, I basically all the proof is there. I have a red hot referral and I just closed a lead. And he referred me to a few more people. And I remember sitting in the car. I literally had to stop and park at a Cumberland Farms at a gas station after the meeting because I was like, this is my life changing very rapidly. And I had worked so fucking hard with getting 0 results, making no fucking money. And I knew in that moment, it was this is where everything changes. And that is the moment that that day is where my life turned around. And you need to understand that there is a significant increase in your quality of life when you have a successful business and you're making money. My life before was so unpleasant. And it even affected how I was around people. Like, I am much more pleasant to be around people. And people have said to me, like, yo, Luke, like, you seem like you're in such a good mood and you're like so happy all the time. And they hadn't seen me like that in so long because I was so unsatisfied with myself. I couldn't fucking hide it. In the past 9 months of my life, this is the best I've ever felt. I'm able to buy things, and all those little things that I used to stress about, money, are not an issue anymore. And you need to fully commit. It is so worth it. It is so worth sacrificing and dedicating years of your life to get this because of how much it genuinely makes your life better. And so, whoever says money doesn't buy you happiness is the biggest fucking liar ever, because it does. And the only people that it doesn't buy happiness for are maybe like people that haven't earned it. Like, my mom told me that one day because she's like a little bit, I think I was too arrogant when I first started to make money, and she started to push back, like, money isn't everything. And I was like, yes, money, or she said money doesn't buy you happiness. And I was like, yes, it does. Because, like, that is such a coping mindset. And the people you're thinking about are like athletes, singers, people that win the lottery, like people who are Nepo babies, like anyone that's actually built a business, built something of like that has a positive impact, that's so substantial, that took so much work and effort. You think that that's not going to make them happy? Like, and I used to think that too, and it's a cope. You might be thinking that right now. And you shouldn't, because the money is a byproduct of the hard work that you put in. It's a reward, and it reminds you that of what you've done, something to be proud of yourself. And so you might be thinking, like, okay, Luke, that's fantastic. You made $14K your first month. Like, you got fucking lucky. You ran a shitty ad. You got a business that just got in business. They had a Chamber of Commerce meetup where you met 3 people. And it's like, I failed so many times before that actually happened. I failed so many times, and I went from like the absolute bottom to like I went from, I mean, I don't want to get into my whole backstory, but I was a signed producer and I was making like $50K, but I had like songs go viral, like Kylie Jenner used my sound. And I ended up giving all of that up to do this. And I went from like, literally my status was so much higher to then delivering pizza and like having no money. My status was so low, guys, that it was the hard work. But bottom line is this: everyone's story is different. Any guy on YouTube telling you this is the surefire way to get your first client, this is the surefire way to have a successful business, is lying. Every single thing is luck. Every person that has gotten successful has had some sort of luck, and they're just not honest about it. I'm being fucking honest with you guys. And this is something that I didn't want to be honest with you, because it would be much easier for me to say, oh guys, follow me because I know exactly how to do it. But because I can't say, oh guys, do it like me, because this is like impossible for you guys to do it that way. There's so many different factors that had to occur. But here's what I will say. I got lucky, and you can get lucky. The more draws you have in the lottery, the better chance you have of winning. So just every single day, work at something, do some outreach, and you'll get lucky eventually. I know it's hard to hear. I know it's painful to hear that. It's not predictable. I would say it's easy. Like, you just do stuff, you put input in every day and something will come out. It's not predictable though. And that's what makes it hard, is you don't know when you're going to find success. But the more input you put in, You will get something out of it eventually. So just keep going. Just keep pushing through. And that's it. So yeah, that's my first month, 14K. My life changed, and your life can also change. You just got to get lucky. The only way to do that is to put some input in. So yeah, subscribe for more. Subscribe for more, guys. That's it.